Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Finally, One Chicago Shows gets encouraging update on 2025-26 NBC renewals. One Chicago is not on the bubble at NBC, but we're getting dangerously close to bubble territory. The procedural franchise has yet to receive renewals on any of its 3 shows, despite the fact that we're a month out from their respective finals. It's been a pretty tense period of time for One Chicago fans, especially as networks like CBS and ABC dish out renewals on similar programs like NCIS and FBI. Fortunately, Deadline has provided updates on the franchise's renewal chances, and frankly, we feel a lot better. The outlet noted that Dick Wolf seems to be the name that secures renewal, while noting that the list of shows that are slated for renewals are relatively short. All of them have Wolf's name attached. This, of course, applies to Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. Conversations are being held with NBC and Universal Television at the moment, and One Chicago is a major talking point. Deadline has confirmed, however, that things are looking good. The outlet claimed that all 3 One Chicago shows are expected to return for the 2025-26 season. The same goes for the Law and Order shows, which exist in the same universe at One Chicago. The one distinction worth making is that the Law and Order spin-off, Organized Crime, has been moved to NBC's streaming platform, Peacock. While it may seem odd to have confidence in shows that have yet to be renewed, it's worth nothing that renewals for One Chicago have arrived during similar time periods in years prior. We discussed the franchise's past in a recent post. The positivity surrounding One Chicago is amplified by the titles that are looking at an uncertain future. Deadline posited that the Dick Wolf procedural dramas are in good shape heading into the 2025-26 season, but the other scripted dramas on NBC are in a much more precarious situation. The outlet notes there is deep uncertainty surrounding the fate of One Chicago's peer shows, largely due to NBC's decision to hand over large chunks of programming time over to basketball coverage. The network will feature 1 night of NBA programming in the fall, and 2 starting in January 2026. These nights will fall on Tuesday and Sunday, meaning shows that currently occupy these spots are in serious danger of getting axed or reassigned to another time slot. We will see, but we're relieved One Chicago Wednesdays will likely stay intact. It's been a long wait, but finally, fans of the One Chicago franchise have received some much-needed good news regarding their beloved shows. After a season filled with suspense and uncertainty surrounding the future of NBC's primetime programming, a glimmer of hope has emerged for the One Chicago universe. The network has officially confirmed that all 3 main shows, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med, are set to return for the 2025-2026 television season. This announcement comes as a breath of fresh air for fans who have been holding their collective breath ever since news of potential cancellations swirled last fall. While the fate of other shows on the network remained in limbo, the One Chicago franchise stood strong, maintaining a loyal fan base that spanned seasons and time slots. The series have been a staple in NBC's lineup for years, and with ratings steadily supporting their staying power, the network has finally acknowledged their undeniable importance. The renewal is not just a victory for fans, but also for the actors, writers, and production teams who've put their hearts and souls into keeping these shows fresh and engaging. It's also a moment of celebration for the hard-working crews behind the scenes who've navigated the challenges of producing these intense, emotionally charged series season after season. Here's a closer look at what this renewal means for each of the One Chicago series and what fans can expect in the near future. Chicago Fire. A blaze of success continues. Chicago Fire, which debuted in 2012, remains the cornerstone of the franchise, consistently drawing in strong ratings and attracting a devoted fan base. The series has been a roller coaster ride of dramatic rescues, personal struggles, and heartwarming moments. Whether it's Captain Matt Casey, Jesse Spencer, leading his team into danger, or the fiery relationship dynamics between the characters, Chicago Fire has delivered both action-packed drama and emotional depth. As the show enters its 13th season, the renewal for 2025 to 2026 marks another exciting chapter. fans can look forward to more high-stakes rescues as the firehouse faces new challenges, both in the field and within its own walls. The team will be faced with even more intense fires, difficult decisions, and possibly some heartbreaking goodbyes as the show continues to dive deep into the lives of its characters. The renewal also means that the beloved cast members, including Miranda Ray Mayo, Stella Kidd, David Eigenberg, Christopher Herman, and Christian Stolt, Mouch, will continue to provide their emotional depth and chemistry, keeping fans invested in their journeys. With the promise of more stories centered on the personal lives of the firefighters, the Chicago Fire universe shows no sign of slowing down. Chicago PD, a department on the front lines. Chicago PD, the grittier and darker sibling of the One Chicago franchise, has captivated audiences with its compelling crime dramas and moral dilemmas. Since its premiere in 2014, the series has provided a raw look at the dangerous world of law enforcement, focusing on the brave men and women of the intelligence unit led by Sergeant Hank Foyt, Jason Begg. The series is known for its intense interrogations, shocking plot twists, and powerful character arcs. The renewal for Chicago PD means that fans will be able to follow Voight, Jay Halstead, Jesse Lee Soffer, Kim Burgess, Marina Squarciati, and the rest of the team as they continue to fight crime and navigate their complicated personal lives. Fans are eager to see how the show will address ongoing storylines, such as the aftermath of certain relationships and the deepening tension between the members of the intelligence unit. As the series heads into its 10th season, viewers can expect even more high-stakes investigations, heart-pounding chases, and tough decisions that will have lasting impacts on the characters. With a focus on both the moral complexities of law enforcement and the personal stakes that come with it, Chicago PD is poised to keep its audience on the edge of their seats. Chicago Med, Healing, Hope, and Heart. Chicago Med, the medical drama at the heart of the One Chicago franchise, brings a different energy to the table. Debuting in 2015, the series has focused on the dedicated doctors, nurses, and staff of Gaffney Chicago Medical Center as they battle life-or-death situations every day. From high-risk surgeries to emotional patient stories, the medical team has faced every challenge imaginable, and they always manage to pull through, even when their own lives are in turmoil. The show's renewal for the 2025 to 2026 season ensures that the doctors and nurses of Gaffney Medical will continue to provide hope to those in need and face new hurdles in their own personal lives. With a growing focus on the relationships between the characters, viewers can expect deeper emotional moments in the next season. The medical cases will only get more intense, and the storylines surrounding the hospital's administrators will continue to evolve as well. The characters' struggles from Dr. Will Halstead's Nick Gelfus' ongoing battle with personal demons to Dr. Natalie Manning's Tori DeVito' eventual departure have kept the audience hooked. Now, with a renewed commitment to delivering high-stakes, heartwarming medical drama, Chicago Med will continue to pull at the heartstrings while exploring new avenues of medical science and patient care. A bright future for One Chicago. The 2025 to 2026 renewal of the One Chicago franchise signals a commitment by NBC to keep delivering what fans want: engaging, emotionally resonant television that covers the highs and lows of everyday heroes. The One Chicago series have been known for not just their gripping storylines, but also for how they explore the personal lives of the characters, making them more than just a firefighter, a cop, or a doctor. They are individuals facing the same joys, struggles, and challenges as everyone else. This renewal also opens up exciting possibilities for the future of One Chicago. Will there be more crossovers between the shows, bringing the different teams together in high-stakes situations? Will new characters be introduced, further expanding the universe? Fans can only hope that the success of these three shows will inspire even more spin-offs, partnerships, and collaborations, deepening the world they've come to love. The announcement has already sparked excitement on social media, with fans sharing their relief and enthusiasm for the next chapters of their favorite characters' journeys. From the intense, life-threatening situations in Chicago Fire to the crime-fighting drama in Chicago PD, to the life-saving work done in Chicago Med, the One Chicago universe is here to stay, continuing to entertain and inspire millions of viewers across the globe. The future is looking bright, and for One Chicago, it's just the beginning of even more thrilling stories to come.